Hello, welcome to CryoNews. Let's start with a story that my mom just found out.
A growing body of evidence suggests Russian forces are systematically stealing art and cultural artifacts from Ukraine on a scale not seen in Europe since the Nazi plunder of World War II, according to researchers and experts documenting the damage.
Loss of cultural artifacts.
Yeah.
Sucks. Your microwave popcorn bags are full of harmful forever chemicals. That's awesome. A recent study of popcorn bags in America and Indonesia found PFAS, or forever chemicals, in all of them. Right now, I'm just gonna say reduce the amount of microwave popcorn that you eat. You probably a good idea. All right, 10 ways to become more mature and responsible. Set goals. 2, practice self-control. 3, stay persistent. 4, respect other people's opinions. 5, build self-confidence. 6, take ownership. 7, listen more. 8, avoid negativity. Pretty good. All right, now we've got Venus, the planet Venus. It's alive. This is from March 30th. I'm doing a bit of a backlog here. Basically, new research provides strong evidence of volcanic activity on Venus. The study identified a nearly 1 square mile volcanic vent that changed shape and grew over 8 months in 1991. Such changes on Earth are associated with volcanic activity, either through eruptions or magma movement, causing vent walls to collapse and expand. The discovery offers insights into the geology of Venus, Earth's sister planet, which, despite being similar in size and mass, lacks plate tectonics. So, we're finding that some of these planets in the solar system that we thought were dead ain't so dead after all. But we're developing technology, to understand ourselves and the planets a bit more. Now, are we wise enough to listen to those dire predictions that tell us we got to stop putting chemicals in the water? We got to stop poisoning ourselves with plastics? I don't know. I think we'll eventually cut back, but not before things get a bit worse. This one's interesting. YouTuber tricks ChatGPT into generating Windows 95 keys. Even with the oldest obsolete software, ChatGPT will reject direct key requests. So this guy had it generate like I guess it's actually really easy to generate Windows 95 keys. So he had it like slowly generate bits and bits and bits and bits. And that's one of the worries with AI, is that people are actually able to use ChatGPT to create malware. Whew. What else we got here? Proteus Goes 1.0. A retro shooter makes Doom Eternal look oblets. OOBLETS? That's not a word, is it? I think it's supposed to say obsolete. I know Pigeon plays that. I played a demo. It was fun. Oh, man. This one's hard for me. And I'm assuming it's not an April 1st joke. It says it was updated on April 3rd. All right. Richard Branson's Virgin Orbit collapses. The British billionaire's rocket company is ceasing its operations. Its stock has fallen more than 89% this year. It is a blow that will resonate throughout the British aerospace industry for a long time. Yeah. That sucks, but at least Elon is still going. Ward off wrinkles. Scientists discover anti-aging power in an invasive weed. Cocklebur extracts could protect skin, speed up wound healing, and ward off wrinkles. The fruit of the cocklebur plant, which grows worldwide and is often considered a noxious weed, has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory components that could make it useful as a skin protectant, according to new research. The spiky fruit, reduce damage from UVB exposure, has a potential to protect the skin, but don't just go rubbing it all over your skin, because apparently that's bad. It's like sort of toxic. So it's like the magical amount. They'll figure that out. What do we got here? PC Gamer. Don't bother playing loads of CSGO now. If you want in on the CS2 test, Valve doesn't care. Because, Valve advises CSGO players not to idle on online matchmaking servers hoping for a golden ticket. And I am really poo-poo Valve. Why are you calling this free upgrade for CS2 when basically it's just some enhanced maps and some smoke grenades or something. I'm sure there's a lot of other features, but I'm not happy about them doing that. Load. Harvard geneticists create an organism that is immune to all viruses. Using genetic engineering, researchers have made a virus resistant to E. coli. This comes from freethink.com, March 29th, 2023, by B. David Zarley. Researchers at George Church's Harvard lab have genetically engineered a bacteria, E. coli, to be totally immune to viruses. In addition to blocking every virus, the team has challenged it with thus far. Their E. coli has also been designed so that its modified genes cannot escape into the wild, which does indeed sound like a plot of a lost Michael Crichton novel. In fact, the parallels to Jurassic Park are there, but we'll get to that. We believe we have developed the first technology to design an organism that can't be infected by any known virus. And we are here. We are in the future, people.
What?
It is.
Did I just hear that right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. We're in the future. Welcome to the future.
Right? Living it. Thank you. Got him. Have a good day.
You too. A company made a volleyball-sized meatball. Oh, I love this story. Mom, you gotta look at this. A company made a volleyball-sized meatball with mammoth DNA, but no one tasted it because humans could be allergic to the 5,000-year-old protein. All right, what else we got? Rust is doing their egg event. That's fun. What do we got here? Site can't be reached. Site can't be reached. Site can't be reached. Oh, a new ChatGPT zero-day attack is undetectable data stealing malware. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. People are using ChatGPT to create malware. Oh. Scientists develop sustainable urban lighting with light-emitting plants. Now, this is cool. This is something I want to get into. Using specialized nanoparticles embedded in plant leaves, MIT engineers have created a light-emitting plant that can be charged by an LED. After 10 seconds of charging, plants grow brightly for several minutes, and they can be recharged repeatedly. That is so cool. What else? Now, this is another story about mammoth meat. A company says it added mammoth DNA to plant-based burgers and they tasted much more intense and meatier than the cow version. So obviously one company's like, no, don't eat the mammoth meat. You might be allergic. The other one's like, let's mix mammoth DNA with cow meat. And oh, I love it. That's from insider.com. Can't wait to taste mammoth meat in a couple of years. You looking forward to that? Mammoth meat?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. All right. The dark side of productivity no one talks about. This is from something Denning. Productivity advice is more addictive than fentanyl. Our brain lights up at the thought of more time and freedom, but I rarely see anyone talk about the downsides. I've been writing about productivity for 9 years, and I've tested pretty much every strategy you can think of. Here are the dark sides. Productivity advice forgets about this crucial point. Life got tough, blah, 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 blah. Hidden anxiety persists. Okay, don't push yourself too hard, but push yourself a bit. I don't know. It's my spiel. Russia's new mystery shortwave radio station. That's right. The buzzer, also known as UVB-76 or UZB-76, has been a constant companion to anyone with a shortwave radio tuned into 4,625 kilohertz. However, this guy notes that there is a second buzzer operating near in frequency to the original. Of course, like all mystery stations, people try to track their origin. Of course, the real question is why. The buzzing isn't quite nonstop. There are occasional voices. There are jamming attempts, including one apparently by Pac-Man. So basically, this is a random number station in Russia, a very famous one. And they basically transmit these tones, and people don't totally know what they're about, but we're pretty sure they have something to do with spies and one-time notepads. So, like, I'll have a notepad that says something like tone 2 tones equals B or something like that. It's much more complicated than that. So that's part of it. But they also think that these things might be attached to, I don't know, nuclear war or other events going on that we don't know about. Interesting stuff. I've always been fascinated by random number stations. Let's get through it here. Archaeologists discover an enigmatic complex rooms. I want to show that to farts. It look like an alien church. SA, Scientific American. How zombifying fungi became master manipulators. I'm going to read that one later. It's talking about The Last of Us and stuff. How to use ChatGPT to create an app. So you could do that now. Anons, what is the purpose of life? Now we're on 4chan. Entertain God. Your soul's learning growth. Evolve. Entertain God. To eat, reproduce, and be happy. Seems like it's paying debt to the satanic overlords and worshipping Baal while repeating about how insignificant and worthless we are over and over. You are in this current dark light illusory complex to learn via experience. Entertain God. Yeah. What else we got here?